Welcome to Cam Look, your dose of the Cincinnati Art Museum. Every Tuesday and Thursday, a staff member or volunteer will be sharing an object from the collection and pose questions for discussion. Please check back in every week for a new work and a new conversation. My name is Emma, and I'm the museum's tour coordinator, and I'll be talking about Woman Drying Her Hair by Joseph Rodefer DeCamp. Joseph Rodefer DeCamp was born in 1858 in Cincinnati, Ohio. He studied with the museum's infamous Frank Duveneck and joined him in his travels to the Royal Academy of Munich. DeCamp's work stood out from his counterparts. He traveled to Italy with Duveneck and from there and studied and honed in his craft. He is said to not need a model to pose rigidly for hours, but took his time to thoroughly inspect the model and worked from his sketches and measurements. Before returning to Boston in 1883 for an extended amount of time, he traveled to Italy where he won multiple awards for his works. Around the 1890s, DeCamp was heavily connected to the Boston School, where he adopted more Impressionist and tonalism paintings. The most regarded Impressionist paintings that we think of are artists like Van Gogh or Claude Monet. Impressionism gives quick strokes of the brush to create the fleeting emphasis of light and color. When we talk about tonalism, we are more investigating the concept of landscapes and the colored mist and atmospheric tone of the work. DeCamp was hired to teach at the Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Arts in Philadelphia, but had to quit, unfortunately, after an illness. He didn't let his sickness stop his teaching, and he came back to the classroom at Massachusetts College of Art and Design. He also ended up teaching painting at the School of the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston. He married Edith Franklin Baker and had 4 children. His work was renowned and even got him a spot in 10 American Painters. This group was spearheaded by John Henry Twatman, J. Alden Weir, and Childe Hassam. This group was formed in order to create their own exhibitions with their own imaginative styles. They disbanded after 2 decades of popular success. He can be seen standing in the back right of this photo. Unfortunately, a fire at the Harcourt Studios in Boston destroyed hundreds of DeCamp and other artists' paintings. DeCamp lost most of his landscapes to this disaster in 1904. The projected cost of all the artist's lost paintings was $200,000 at the time. This would be about $6.8 million in today's time. Joseph Rodefer DeCamp unfortunately passed away in Florida in 1923. The painting, Woman Drying Her Hair, is currently in Gallery 216 and was painted in 1898, around the time he was battling his illness in Pennsylvania. The painting is about 36 inches long and about 36 inches wide and depicts a figure without clothes moving their hair while also seated in a white sheet with their back turned to the viewer. We know from the title that this is a woman and that she is drying her hair. DeCamp has another work in the museum's collection that is believed to be painted in 1896. The 2 of these paintings are strikingly familiar and may depict the same sitter. This work, called Magdalene, seems to be an earlier study of woman drying her hair, as it depicts almost the same background and figure with the same hair color. Magdalene may be a reference to Mary Magdalene, a devout follower of Jesus Christ before his crucifixion. When we look back at Woman Drying Her Hair, what are some similarities between these 2 paintings? What does DeCamp's name of Magdalene add to his first depiction of the sitter? If the title of the painting wasn't Woman Drying Her Hair, what would you think she was doing? What would you name this painting? If you are interested in DeCamp's work, please check out our other Cam Looks that go over a couple more works that we have in the collection. Thank you for spending the time with me. We will see you next week for a new work and a new conversation.